What's up, everybody? It's Luke James, not the singer. If you're looking to get your music reviewed, you can hit up this email that's right here. But today I'm going to hit you with this very quick rant review for this new project from DJ Khaled called Father of Asahd. Now, as a hype man and curator, DJ Khaled has put out tons of hits. We certainly can't deny that. But the thing with him is, whenever he drops these albums, it really just seems like a haphazard mess that's usually forgotten about within a couple of days, man. He just gets all these artists, puts them together over random beats. It doesn't seem like there's any real rhyme or reason. It's almost like if you went in your kitchen, dug all through your cupboards, threw shit in a blender, mixed it up and had a smoothie, but the damn thing didn't make sense. Like, you got bananas in there, you got cumin, you got celery in there, Tabasco sauce, just all kinds of wild shit, put it together, not adding up, man. That's exactly what he does with his albums, and this is another instance of that, man. This is one of those projects where it's more miss than hit, like Stevie Wonder and Ray Charles doing some archery or playing some darts, man. This one is not a great album, and that's why I don't want to go too in depth here. But just for a couple of examples, you got SZA on Just Us. Here she jumps on the Miss Jackson instrumental and just absolutely does it no favors at all. This to me is just a bland and boring dud. Some instrumentals should probably just be left alone in my opinion. Then you get a couple of cookie cutter auto-croon joints like Celebrate and Freakin' You. And of course, what is a DJ Khaled album without some of those pop radio mainstream hits? Songs like No Brainer and Jealous. And I'm not going to bother running off the names of all the people that are on these songs. You can just look at the track listing and you'll know automatically what they're going to sound like because no one's really taking any chances or doing anything interesting. This to me just sounds like an album for the most casual of rap fans, you know what I mean? There's not a lot here that's great in the way of bars and content. The production throughout is pretty generic in my opinion, especially on Top Off where it even manages to make Jay-Z sound washed up. He's on the song with Future and Beyonce, but it really just sounds like a generic trap song you've heard 1,000 times already. But in spite of all these issues, there were a couple of things on here that were decent. So I don't think this is like the absolute worst project of the year, although it could make my top 10 or my bottom 10 at the end of the year, I should say. I think Big Boy Talk with Rick Ross and Jeezy is decent. This is just them spitting some braggy dope boy shit as you would expect over this big banger. Nothing too creative, but I think it sounded good, and this is actually the best that Jeezy has sounded in a while in my opinion. And of course we gotta talk about the song Higher. I love the beautiful, uplifting production on this, as well as the vocals that we're getting from John Legend. And Nipsey Hussle had a great verse on here, man. It hits even harder now that he's gone, but he's just rapping about his family and some of the struggles that they went through and how he basically made it. So that was a very powerful verse. I enjoyed that. We got Won't Take My Soul. This is a very soulful joint featuring CeeLo and some pretty decent bars from Nas. Not going to say this is Nas's best work, but he did his thing on here. And of course, I gotta say the song Thank You was actually kind of a surprise. I know Big Sean gets a lot of hate. People are always hating on him because he does spit some pretty bad bars and put out some bad projects. But once in a while, man, he raps his damn ass off, and I think that's what he was doing on this song Thank You. I like that production from Street Runner as well, and Sean was really just flowing on this. I like the way that he sounded on here, really just rapping about his come up, all kinds of different stuff, just a free flow verse basically. But I thought it sounded good to me, man. I thought that was one of the better tracks on here for sure, along with the ones I just mentioned. But I don't have too much more to say about this one. I'm going to go with a 2 out of 5 here. I'm not going to go lower because I don't think this is bad as like, you know, Lil Pump and Gunna and some of those other projects that I've already reviewed. But I certainly thought this was just a messy, sloppy, forgettable, more mainstream aimed mess that you would expect from DJ Khaled, man. This shit was pretty forgettable. Just your usual blend of some generic bangers, some poppy rap stuff, some auto-crooning. You know how it goes. Just today's popular sound. So there you have it. That's all I got to say on this one. But you can check it out for yourself, of course, and then hit me up in the comment section with your thoughts. And make sure you do all that good YouTube and social media stuff where you show me love and you show me lots of it. Thank you for watching, everybody. I will see you next time.